Hey, what's up, YouTube? We're gonna get into week 2 coverage of the league, how these games went down, what was the interesting storylines. Again, let me warn you, okay? This is week 2. We're still in that overreaction period, okay? So a lot of these teams did some good things. A lot of these teams did some bad things. Let's not overreact. It's still week 2. In essence, if you really think about it, normally this was actually the first game. Last week was actually preseason 4, right? But it was live games, so you know they do count. But my point is, let's not overreact. If you didn't see my last video breaking down the Raiders game, I made a comment of how I break down the schedule. I break it down in quarters. Now we got an extra game, so it's still, I break it down in quarters with a bonus game, all right? So I look at 4 game sections, right? And when you do that, right, this first quarter, let's wait till the first quarter is over before we put our teams in the Super Bowl or before we call our teams trash, okay? Don't overreact. And there's actually some games in here that are good examples about teams overreacting. About teams overreacting. So let's keep that in mind. So let's start with the Panthers and the Saints. So I heard a lot of Saints fans, and you know, I follow the Saints. I pull for the Saints. You know, I can't call myself a Saints fan. I'm a Raiders fan. I'm a Raiders fanatic. But I do have interest in the Saints, so I do follow them, and I have a little understanding of, you know, what's going on with them. So a lot of Saints fans was excusing this as, you know, there's a lot of COVID issues on the coaching staff. Logistically, they didn't have what they normally do on game day. There may have been some issues with those not coaching up guys during the game. Bottom line, you got your ass whipped, okay? I'm sorry to say it like that, all right? I don't want it. I want you to succeed. I truly want you to succeed, but it is what it is. The Panthers gave you the 1 and 2, gave you that 2-piece, okay? That's what they gave you. Look, let's identify something. Now, I know it's early and I'm not overreacting with this, but this is something that we have to follow. These Panthers, that defense, wow, they are very impressive, right? This is 2 games, right? So we got to keep an eye on that. That might elevate, well, the Falcons are already trying to give away, you know, I thought they would come in 3 in the division, 3rd in division. They kind of digging themselves in that cellar. They're really showing they're probably not going to be competitive this year. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to overreact, but it's kind of trending that way, right? So the Panthers, look, man, that defense is legit. And Sam Darnold, okay, this is one of those situations when I spoke about quarterbacks and needing time to develop, right? Sam Darnold was in a situation with the Jets. He didn't really have a good defense to back him up. He didn't really have a plethora of weapons, right? And he was young. Sometimes it just takes time to mature, right? And this guy looked like he might be in a good situation. Again, it's early. So Panther fans, stop printing those Super Bowl tickets, okay? There's no need to print Super Bowl tickets right now, all right? Chill out for a second. Let's see what happens. At least get through the first quarter of the schedule before you start getting over enthusiastic. Chill. Reel it back, Panther fans. But be proud of your team. Your team has really showed up these first 2 games. They have played well, okay? Saints fans, I wouldn't quite overreact. Sometimes you just play bad games, right? Now, I will be a little concerned of the confidence of Jameis, but hey, look, the guy, I think, has matured. I think he has good coaching, and he should be able to bounce back. Let's see how well he plays next week, but I think he can bounce back. So, like I said, Saints fans, y'all just chill and just see what happens. You know, give them opportunity to coach him up, give him the opportunity to, you know, just get over this, and I'm sure things will be fine. You know, I think he has the talent to bounce back from this. So don't overreact. It's a bad loss, yes it was, but don't overreact. Not yet. But don't come with no excuses. They gave you the ones and twos, man. Just accept it. Just accept it. Now, I intended to come on and talk about this Giants and the Washington football team, right? It was a very competitive game. Both teams made some nice plays. Both teams could look at it and say, hey, we are a competitive team. We're going to compete in this division. I was looking positive. I think, obviously, that, you know, Washington was able to make more plays in order to get the victory. Let's move on. That's all I was going to say. But I had to come across these Giant fans. These Giant fans, y'all kill me, man. Y'all kill me. So the spin that the Giant fans are trying to sell us is that, hey, a couple plays here and there, we'll be 2-0. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? Man, that could be everybody on this schedule could say that. A player here, there, will be whatever, right? Look, what you put on film is what you are. And right now, you have 0 wins. What you should be saying is, we have talent, we play well, but we have to learn to close these games out. Okay? Now, you know, I'm a huge Raider fan. And last year, when we started stinking up the joint in the second part of the schedule, down the stretch, that was my thing. We have to learn to close these games out. We are a playoff team, but we have to close these games out. And if we don't learn to close these games out, we don't deserve to be in the playoffs. That's what I said. I'm a realist. I'm a fan through and through, but I'm a realist. Guys, be realists. Don't sit. I'm trying to help you out, because you don't sound very smart. I don't know. You sound rah-rah-ish. If that's a word, right? You sound like you're just rooting for, you know, and there's no problem with being optimist about your team. Okay, there's no problem with that. Don't sit up here and tell me a play here and there and we'll be 2-0. You don't sound smart, man. That sounds a little silly. I'm trying to help you out. You have a decent team. I think you're going to compete for the division. But don't try to sell me on who you are when I see who you are. You know what I'm saying? Don't sell me on that. Accept your losses and accept what you need to do. You need to learn to close games out. Okay? Accept that. That's what it's about. Learn to close these games out and hush. Sit your ass down. Sit your ass down. Okay? And you know who I'm talking to. All right. Ain't nothing much to say with this one, man. The Patriots and the Jets. Patriots show that they are a quality team. Jets show that they are not. So that's just the bottom line. Let's just move on. Now, let's discuss this. Broncos and Jaguars. So, Bronco fans, you are one of the prime examples of overreaction. You played professional football teams. So a win is a win. I'm not discrediting your record, okay? But let's analyze this for just a tad bit. You didn't play quality teams. You didn't play two teams that are expected to be in the playoffs, okay? You didn't do that. Now, you got 2 wins, but that doesn't equate you printing your Super Bowl tickets, okay? So let's reel it back a little bit. Let's get through the first quarter of the schedule before we start printing up tickets, okay? I'm just saying, I'm not discrediting what you've done. When you win in this league, that counts. And I'm not trying to down your team. All I'm saying is, stop printing them tickets, man. Okay? Stop printing them tickets. They're gonna be in the Philippines, you know, as I don't know what they do with Super Bowl tickets, but stop printing them. They're gonna be in the Philippines. That's all I'm saying. So look, again, the Bills and the Dolphins. Look, the Dolphins got injury issues, and you know, I still think that they are a quality team, but they have injury problems. That defense is not going to carry them if the offense is not existing, right? I think the Bills are a much better team than them. I think they really are. Even if Tua was healthy and they were healthy as a team, I think they're still better. The Bills are still better than the Dolphins, but that score, that I was expecting a more competitive game, and that was not it. Let's just be honest, that was not it. 49ers and the Eagles. Now, there's 2 things I want to take away from that matchup. I picked the Eagles to be in the cellar, right? The Eagles are going to be a tough out. If the Eagles continue to play the way they're playing, they're going to be a tough out week after week. There's some playmakers on that team. You know, I got to give it to the Phillies, man. Y'all playing some good ball. You know, y'all playing some good ball. So, I'm going to leave it at, I was about to say something, and I'm going to resist. You're playing some good ball. It doesn't matter who you played, right? They get paid, and they're a professional football team. So your win is legitimate. And the way you were competitive in this game shows that you are a legitimate team, and you are going to be a tough out all year. How many wins you get, we'll see, right? But you go in there and think you're going to walk over Philly, you got nothing coming, right? 49ers, you're winning, but you're not impressive. Does that mean anything? Not really, right? But you're not really impressing me. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you're winning. So, but there's some question marks about you. So, and who am I? I mean, you ain't got to impress me. Just go do what you do, right? But I'm watching you, and I don't think you as good as you think you are. At least not as good as I thought you were going to be. Anyway, the Colts and the Rams, man, that was a pretty good game. That was a real good game. And it took some special team issues for the Rams to win. And their defense stood up. And actually for the Colts to really, the Colts is the one that had the special team play that gave them, got them into the league. But the Rams, I think the Rams just showed that they're a better team. But the Colts are not, how Carson Wentz's injuries, how that's going to affect them down the road. Because I think they need him to be healthy in order to be effective as a team. I don't really think, I can't see them in the playoffs if Carson Wentz is not healthy. That's just my opinion. That defense is, it's pretty good. I mean, it's not shutout, obviously, but they have a quality defense. But the Rams the Rams are really showing out right now. They're playing some good football on both sides, offense and defensive, So, got to keep an eye on them. I did a review of the Raiders and the Steelers. I'm not going to go into that game. I'm just proud of the way my boys are playing. we still, again, I'm not overreacting. We have 2 wins against 2 quality teams. I think 2 teams, I still feel like the Steelers are not going to be a playoff team, but they're a quality team regardless. They're a quality team. I don't care what you say. They're a quality team. I don't think they might be a playoff team, but hey, we definitely feel like the Ravens are. So I think we got 2 quality wins. Let's see what happens next week, right? We have to play well against everyone, not just get up for the teams that are, that are quality teams. We have to play everyone with that same intensity. So let's keep that in mind. Steelers, look, man, you ride with Ben. I'm not saying you're gonna die with Ben, but if he doesn't play better, that defense is going to bring you so far. I think you have a decent defense. It's not like the shutdown defenses you have been having, and I think the Raiders may have exposed some of that. So we'll see what happens down the road. The Bears and the Bengals, I think 2 teams that are, I think, Bears are better, I feel. But it was a competitive game, exciting game to watch if you're a fan of those teams. But, there's not much of a storyline there. The Browns and the Texans are showing they're not just going to lay down. They're showing some fight. And as individual players, I'm happy for them. The Browns struggled at the beginning of this game, and then they, showed who they were, that they were a better team. And, they pretty much, showed, exactly who they are. So, but I took away from this game was the Texans not just going to be laying down for anyone. They got some fight in them. Those individual players, and that's all because I'm not giving the organization any credit. That's going to be my theme all year long. The individual players, I'm happy for them. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it alone. Vikings, man, y'all better wake up. Y'all 0-2. Y'all better wake up. This is not going to just be, the division's not going to be handed to you. And if you think, Green Bay is going to be down, look, we already saw what happened Monday night, right? So, you better wake up, And I know the Cardinals is not an easy team to beat. I mean, they're a quality team, right? But still, you better wake up. You better wake up. You're going to find yourself, in a deep hole you can't climb out of. Falcons and Buccaneers, there's nothing much to say. The Falcons guys, you gotta play better. You gotta be more consistent, you gotta play better. I'm gonna just leave that alone. No jokes, no clowning. Buccaneers show they're just a better team. Then I'm just leaving it at that. This surprised me, man. I assumed the Titans and the Seahawks. I assumed the Seahawks was gonna win this game. Next thing I know, they in overtime and Titans win. I was really shocked. I had to go back and check this game out. That was a very competitive game. And that was an exciting game. And the Titans showed, man, they have some corners, right? They found a way to win that game, And I've always stated that I think that they are the cream of the crop in that division. And they woke up. They started this game kind of asleep, right? They woke up, and that was a nice game. It really was. Cowboys and the Chargers, right? So a win is a win, right? I'm not going to sit here and talk about the Cowboys in any disparaging way. They won this game, okay? But Cowboy fans, come on now. It's exciting to get that first win. I'm glad, that, you got your first win or whatever, right? You beat a division rival for me, say, I'm happy for that. I'm glad, Reel it back, man. Reel it. Come on back, okay? Just recognize it's your first win. Just reel it back, okay? Just see how you played, all right? Rewatch that game and see how you played. You got things to work out. You got the victory. you got things to work out. Okay, I'm gonna just leave it at that. Boy, Chiefs and Ravens, that was an exciting game. That really was. I mean, back and forth. This was an exciting game. It really was. I enjoyed watching that game. And the Chiefs just had some bad luck. Ravens got fortunate, got a turnover, and that is that. Sometimes you have to understand how to close out a game. You got to make plays. And despite what the Chiefs was doing, they were driving to get this victory. You didn't close out. You found a way to lose the game. Okay? Don't sit up and say, well, we're a better team. No, you lost the game. Okay? But that was an exciting game. That really was. I enjoyed that game. I really did. Glad the Chiefs lost, obviously. Man, that was exciting. Hey, look, man. Ain't nothing to say much about that Monday night game. I felt this was going to be a game for, you know, the Packers to show that they are a better team, and they wasn't as bad as they showed when they played the Saints. And I think that's what they displayed. They just displayed that they are not that bad. They have things to work on, but they really showed that they was a much better team than the Lions. So that's that. So let's quickly go through, and I'm doing this as quick as possible. I'm not going to get in a whole bunch of details. I'm just going to state some things that are going to be interesting in week 3. This is going to be a great indication to see where the Saints are. The Saints and Patriots. The Patriots are a quality team. If the Saints are a quality team, this is a game they're going to have to show it because they're going against a good defense. So if the Saints offense just had a bad game and they actually are a quality offense, they're going to have to show it in this game. Otherwise, they're going to get run again. They're going to get run over once again because the Patriots, man, they have a quality defense. And their offense is, you know, it's acceptable, right? It's okay, right? They definitely know how to win, right? So the Saints better come to play. Otherwise, they're going to be exposed as not as good of a team as we thought they were, okay? Panthers and Texans. Again, I expect the way the Panthers have been playing to get a win, but the Texans are not rolling over for anybody. These individual players are showing that they have some pride about themselves. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that one. I think this is going to be a competitive game, despite what other people might think. The Chargers and the Chiefs. I think the gap is being reduced between all these teams in the division. I'm still not sold on the Broncos, even though they're undefeated. I think that the Chargers are a quality team, and if the Chiefs don't come to play, they could easily be beaten. They could be beaten this game. But I do think that they will probably come away with the victory. What happened last week, hey, look, things occur. But I think they were better than the Ravens, but the Ravens got the victory. They found a way to win, okay? So you can't discount that like, oh, we were better. Look, man, you got to close it out. And I think that might be a little chip on their shoulder, and I think they'll probably get this victory. But I think that's going to be a competitive game. This is going to be very competitive right here. A division game. These two teams are going to be fighting for their division. Colts and the Titans. Did the Titans show that they woke up and they're ready to play now? You know, because the Colts, and we don't know what the status of Carson Wentz is going to be. I think that's the key to that team. If Carson doesn't play, Titans probably get the victory fairly easily. If he plays and plays well, this can be a very exciting game. So I look forward to seeing how that plays out. The Falcons and Giants, look, man, I have friends that make this game interesting because I want to see that inner friendship rivalry and how it plays out. but there's really not much to see here in the national picture. So we're gonna just move on from that. And look, like I said, I got friends on both sides. I'm leaving that alone. I ain't going there. The Bengals and the Steelers. Look, Steelers, you better come to play. The Bengals have shown they're not laying down. They might not have all the pieces to be a winning team, but they are playing with some heart. They're making these games interesting. You mess around and don't come to play, you're gonna find yourself with an L. Okay, so I don't have too much interest now. Once again, these two teams have history. These two teams are going to play because they have history, right? But I'm not too interested in the game. I'm just warning Steelers, you better come to play because the Bengals ain't just laying down for nobody. Bears and the Browns. You know, the Browns, I think, are a better team. How much playing time is Fields going to get? That's going to be the question. Hope the guy plays well. I'm pulling for that young man to play well. But I think the Browns are a better team. I think they're going to get the victory. Again, nothing to see with this next game. The Ravens and the Lions. The Lions might make it interesting, but the Ravens is, I think, head over heels better than the Lions. Another team, this game, nothing much to say. Cardinals and the Jaguars. You know, I don't see much to see there. That's, you know, Cardinals, I think, are handling them pretty easily. Another team, Washington playing the Bills. I think the Bills have woke up. I think they're ready now. And Washington just, they have a good defense, but I just don't think they have enough firepower to contend with the Bills. See the Bills victory there. Broncos, when are you going to play anybody? Broncos, do you have anybody on your schedule that are going to be in the playoffs? Or are you just going to play everyone out of the division, other than divisional games, are going to be walking the parks? Damn, play somebody. Just a joke. I'm just kidding. You play who on your schedule, right? But the way the Broncos have been playing, this should be an easy victory against the Jets. The Jets just they're not there yet, and Broncos have been playing well, so I would expect them to play well and get the victory. I was looking forward to this game, the Raiders against the Fins. I think that we're a better team. I think we're going to get the victory. I said in my video, like I say, I think we owe them something, but really we owe ourselves something because we gave up that game last year. They just took advantage of what we were, and we were not a good team. We could not learn. We didn't know how to close out games. That's just the bottom line. We didn't know how to win games. We played well, but we didn't know how to win, right? So we owe ourselves, and I think we're going to play well in this game, and I expect us to get the victory. I'll be disappointed if we didn't win this game. I really will. I think this is going to be a very competitive game. This is going to be one of the first tests for the Bucks against the Rams. The Bucks are going to be tested. They're going to finally play a quality defense. Let's see how well they play, right? That's going to be an interesting game. I'm excited to see that game. I mean, you know, the Seahawks and the Vikings. You know, the Seahawks are playing well, and the Vikings need to wake up. So this is one of those games where you're looking for the Vikings to show that they are a quality team. But you know, Seahawks have been playing well. It can easily wind up with the Vikings being 0-3, and that would be a big hole to try to climb out of. So Vikings, you better wake up. You know, you're playing a quality opponent, and they're playing well right now. So that's going to be an interesting storyline there. This is going to be interesting. The Packers against the 49ers. Like I said, I think the 49ers have been they're winning, but they're not very impressive, right? They're going to have to come and play. I think Aaron Rodgers and the Packers are ready. They're ready to show who they are, right? So 49ers, let's see who you are. Let's see if you're going to answer the bell here. You know, this is going to be a nice game to watch also. Once again, I got friends on both sides of this game, the Eagles and the Cowboys. Really, to be honest with you, I'm excited to see this game. I think this could be a very competitive game, right? Like I stated earlier, the Eagles are showing they're not going to be an easy out for nobody. And the Cowboys, you got a victory, okay? And I'm sure you're happy. I know, not sure. I know, because I have friends that are Cowboy friends. I know how you feel about your victory, right? Let's see what happens. This is a division rival, a team that has shown that they are a competitive team, that have fight. Let's see what you do with them, you know? Let's see what happens, you know? That's going to be an interesting game. I won't be shocked. I really won't be shocked if the Eagles find a way to win this game. I think it's really going to be competitive. And I won't be shocked if the Eagles find a way to win this game. Because the Eagles got some playmakers. You know, they really do. They really do. I think they're missing some pieces. But that's going to be another one of them games I'm going to be interested in. Not just because I have friends on both sides, but I'm just interested to see how these games play out, how these teams play out. And like I said, man, we're getting close to really identifying some things. This is going to be week 3, okay? Now you're not just getting lucky, except the Broncos. I mean, play somebody first. But, man, this is going to be some interesting matchups, and we're going to start identifying what these teams are, okay? Still early, so reel it back. Don't get too excited. Don't get too high, too low. There's still time to clean things up, and there's still time to screw things up. So keep that in mind too. So look, guys, I appreciate you giving me the watch, the view. I mean, it's like I always do. Guys, take care of each other, love each other, and guys, be blessed. RaiderKev is out. Peace.